relieve some of the pressure we're seeing. And KuhIect,
here he goes.
If the name of the game is pressure, you know KuhIect is all about that one.
Oh.
He's going to get a trip. I think it's a fast-paced game. We're going to learn a lot about Catalyst's opportunity in this series very quickly here in game one, because what we have learned is that this Pioneers team with the substitutions, KuhIect, he's looking to play fast. He's looking to end these series as quick as possible. He is flying, soaring in that state of flow. Can Catalyst rock that state of flow? Can they interrupt it? It's very difficult to do when a player gets into that mode. And right now, KuhIect has been in that mode, the entire Pioneers team in that mode. So an early hot start from Catalyst would be unbelievable for them. And look at that. They get 4 straight kills. B does get transferred to Pioneers momentarily, but it is going to be early control going into the hands of Catalyst. And that's exactly what you want to see if you want to see a competitive series.
Competitive series, I expect to get West 500 on the line. This is it, though. Grand finals of the day. Our first match and a strong start, it appears, at least for Catalyst, with 12 points to kick it off. Alec gonna dip his toe in the sea here. He's got teammates nearby with some great artillery as well. You can see they have both the shotgun and the stalker and precision. Gonna look to use it.
What can precision do? So much DPS. Can be done with that. And unfortunately, just an aggressive angle as he's no shield. It's an easy kill. 3 dead for Catalyst. And now all of a sudden, what looked like early map control to benefit them is going to be removed for now. Good job by Piggy to stay alive, even find a way to get a kill. Stagger the respawns. A great damage with a grenade to allow his teammates to come off respawn and pick up that second one as well. So Piggy doing everything right there as the last player alive for his team. Things like that go such a long way on a map like Streets to relieve some of the pressure that would have been on your respawning teammates. Unfortunately, it's not enough. Still KuhIect, shotgun, stalker in hand. And this could be a show from KuhIect here momentarily.
Right. You just gave the man everything he could ever need to dominate. Yeah. You can see him tagging it out as he does get very aggressive on a 2 here. We'll see if he looks to challenge even further, using this rush to get out of that situation. One player, like you said, does escape, but for how long here is KuhIect will close the distance for another. Had he hit that shotgun, I think it would have been a trade there too.
Yeah, good job to take him down, make sure the damage isn't too much. You want to compete for rockets. The drop wall is going to help you do that, even if you're no shield from Kyle. He's able to finish off that rocket player just before he turns the corner, and kills like that, Xiaowei, that I was talking about, right? Being able to secure that kill before he gets into tires, right? Before he becomes a nuisance. What has it done? It's actually transferred rocket control into your favor. Unfortunately, you're getting kind of caught with your pants down. Fortunately, Piggy has your back. He's found a double.
Oh,
the rockets, they end up in a trade, but that was a momentary all 4 dead, I believe. Maybe the last guy alive for Pioneers is no shield, but he's not able to really jump into B any further. And a 20-point lead for Catalyst bodes well for their opportunity here in game 1. You thought Pioneers could potentially start to run away with it, but good damage from everyone all around on the side of Catalyst has denied that. And even though they lose B, they're in a good position to try and retake it. If they can get this kill, they do just that. You got to dodge grenades at this point, but you should still be able to get control back in your favor and continue to build what is going to be a lead for Catalyst.
Nice patient gameplay out of Piggy all game here. He's 9-3 for the record. Just been staying alive seems to be the game plan, not overexerting himself, over chowling, putting in just enough damage to help the team when he needs to, and now he's going to start to get aggressive. With the numbers advantage, that's when you expect to see it. That final shot will be put to good use, but Druck and team very quick to try to get back to B here, though early on, Catalyst doing a great job of just locking down this rail. You can see them trying to overextend to C to instead out-rotate the team as they work together to hold down B in the meantime here.
Yeah, what a phenomenal start statistically for Piggy here in this grand finals. 11, 4, and 5 right now.
Yep.
Giving his team every bit of what Piggy can provide to his team. And let me tell you, this kid, he's been good for quite a while, I feel. I played him in matchmaking so many times, I feel like, throughout several Halos. And I feel like Piggy's always had a lot of individual skills. Somebody that really catches my eye in, like, individual combat. Maybe not yet to break out on the scene, but it's only a matter of time, you'd have to think, with the individual skill he showed me that he has. 13 now to his name. And they can secure these rockets. Those would be massive. Unfortunately, the AR for KuhIect is so strong in that position. Brute grenades somehow just don't do any damage to the user, but they do so much damage to the enemies. We won't talk about that. That's a rant I've gone on several times. But Piggy does end up finding those rockets, puts them to use with a kill, knocking another player to no shield. And Catalyst showing you that they can go punch for punch right now with Pioneers.
Yep. It's something you'd like to see them keep up early in the series to set some sort of pace here going forward. Of course, we talked about Pioneers being the favorite coming into this Catalyst. Anything they can do to, you know, just eliminate that possibility early on, obviously massive for them. That's 3 dead in a row right there as Alex Shot continues to lock down B. Going to be difficult for Pioneers to make any moves, especially with those nades going to work here too. Manny now dead. They'll start to get aggressive on the PD. Sorry, Alec looking to keep his life in this situation, but a little turnaround thanks to Pioneers might give them the opening they've finally been waiting for.
I love that they want to be aggressive. I'm not quite sure if that was the right play. They go all 4 dead. They transfer B back into the favor of Pioneers, and that could be the opening. The mistake that Catalyst find themselves fighting, because right now they're going to try and fight uphill, literally. Against Struck with that Stalker rifle, he finds a double with some great shots, like you said, and they're able to flip the map completely. And look at this. We've seen this recipe for success so often. They're going to swarm onto A, trying to push into a trip cap. They're not quite quick enough, and JK, once again, maybe just a little bit too fast for his team. A team grenade comes through, so Catalyst, they get an opportunity here with that team grenade to go 3 dead for Pioneers. They're going to be able to transfer B, and what looked like was going to be a pretty tough position for Catalyst to get out of. A couple kills go their way. Team grenade goes in their way, and now all of a sudden, they've got a trip cap of their own, looking to build upon this 40-point lead already.
Very nicely split aggression at a Catalyst there, too. Of course, you saw JK try to get to B to help with the fight, but only to get tagged up on his left-hand side the moment he came off a spawn there. So they had to, you know, somebody rotate, flank through to C and pinch him from both sides. The result of that did give him a temporary trip cap. You can see very quickly that has now changed hands as Collect JK going to work together to continue to lock this down. Piggy with a clutch nade. Manny will fly with a trade of his own. Gonna have to dip back in the situation. You can see he's about to face 2 as Druck goes down here. The Pioneers very quickly, they found their way back into this game. All of a sudden, not so lopsided anymore on the scoreboard.
Look how well those 2 players back tower played that, knowing the angle that Manny had. Manny tried to play that one passively, like these guys are going to give me these kills, right? Those guys don't peek at all. They don't give him an opportunity. Because of that, they're able to trade it out effectively. They're able to continue to keep control of C and B as well. And they got a 30-point lead, so I love what we're seeing out of Catalyst. The patience in those hectic BR battles goes so far if you're able to keep your head on a swivel, make the right play. And that's something Catalyst has shown right now that they're capable of doing, and not a lot of up and coming aspiring AM teams are that dedicated or that patient in their play.
Hopefully the patience pays off here. Piggy doing exactly that. Just going to hold down C. Let them come to him. 2 split into B. 2 are going to split through Alley to take C. And Piggy, the awareness there too, right? I think he sees the nade, goes past the screen, knows exactly when to expect that opponent, taking full advantage of the sandbox there too. Precision with a kill of his own. So Catalyst, no matter what side of the map you look at, they're winning their fights on defense here.
I mean, look at the play Piggy just made. Shoots the brew grenade, picks up the easy kill, picks up the second brew grenade, throws it into B, allows his teammate to pick up an easy kill. 19, 10, and 10, still anchoring this A stronghold, or this C stronghold, I'm sorry. And I mean, just doing so much for his team right now is Piggy with the Stalker rifle now with an angle on the B. Recycles the brew grenades perfectly, and although B gets transferred over, they got to get the hell out of Dodge because those brew grenades, they're going to track you no matter where you go.
JK with
Pioneers,
2 kills.
they got to act fast, and unfortunately, I don't think they're going to have an opportunity. Rockets are in the hands of Precision. He's put the first one to use. The second one does enough damage for the battle rifle to stay true, and JK, he gets taken down. The dead body doing cartwheels in front of him, and unfortunately, that's probably enough to distract you from hitting those shots. We'll let that one slide. Don't think it's going to punish the members of Catalyst right now. It's perfect Taylor required for Pioneers in game 1 if they want to go out on top here.
I think it's moments like that where you can complain and say, I got no aim assist, bro. Because there's a dead body just flying out in front of him.
I promise you, those are not the words that are coming out of my mouth if that happens.
What the?
I'm a little bit more rude.
A little bit more rude. But either way, hopefully the players keep it together here, Wes, because that was the only real opportunity to save things. You can see Alex Shock now in B to lock that down. A is transferring, as we say. It's the Pioneers going to keep them away from closing out this game, but
that's a bad death.
One good opening off one bad death could be all that Catalyst needs here. Alex Shock with the kill. Manny with a clutch flank, though, to save C. So once again, they've kept themselves in this game. Now has the thrust to work with as well as he collapses here.
Able to remove the potential error from that bad death. right now, Catalyst, they need to figure out a way to just get kills. The trip cap back into effect.
There we go. 3
go down for Catalyst, and this is a very scary moment now. All you need is 11 points, but first and foremost, you need a few kills to relieve some of the pressure we're seeing and collect.
Here he goes.
If the name of the game is pressure, you know collect is all about that one. He's going to get a triple here, and he does that. He's able to keep C into his team's favor. Look at that. The 4th player going down, and now all of a sudden, this one, it's over. 247, 248, and that's 50 from Pioneers. The comeback is a reality. The cartwheel Spartan haunts the members of Catalyst as you have to think it interrupted
Is that
one of the most crucial one-on-ones we've ever seen. And there's a game dev out there just laughing his ass off as that happens. Those moments back, but not a lot of time to think on it, right?
Nope.
You got to be able to move on. You got to be able to transition. Although it's an up-and-coming squad, experience might be something they lack, and experience and failure and turning the ship around is something that they may need. We'll see what they have for us in store here in game 2. Druck with the sword in hand can't get the sword lunge the first time. The second one's true, and that's an easy double kill for Druck right now.
Question for you, Wes. Can you get a pancake off the ceiling, or is it just walls? Because I'm pretty sure we could have potentially seen that in that situation.
I don't know.
Getting sent.
You could probably get it off the ceiling.
Why
I
not?
haven't seen it, though.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. So there is a new challenge maybe for Collect to tackle. The man's looking for style, I'm sure. Druck, in the meantime, just going to lock down the triangle here. Already 9-5 to start it off. So we talked about the impact on the mental that comes from losing a game you had the pace on throughout. And because of that, you can see the momentum completely shifted early on here, 10-5.
When you talk about the momentum it gives you when you win a close game like that, when you play that perfect Halo, that's a wave you want to ride into game 2. And right now, Druck just riding the momentum, 6-1-0. Yet to die. Playing perfect up until this point. He's got that sword that he's went out of his way for at the start. He's showing you why that sword can be so important to just get a quick kill. Get an easy one. Not a ton of skill needed either, just positioning at that point. The repulsor, he's going to relocate himself to top BR. And I mean, how the hell is Druck everywhere at once is what the other team's asking him. Just long haul for a second. Now he's top BR all of a sudden. Repulsor, the hell of a drug, get you some.
Just well-timed plays, right, with his teammates. Those are the situations where you like to see, confident, fast-paced play out of Druck, is just knowing he's got those teammates nearby to disrupt things enough to find the little openings. And now 17 to make it 18-13 because of it. Druck still staying alive here. JK with a nice little double on the feed for dead, as you said, which should force spawns. And I love the awareness out of Druck there. He had a teammate down in that hallway on Repulsor. Because of it, the splits open up in pipes, and you can see them ready for it. He's not quite able to shoot the shot. Of course, the little pickup animation going to delay him there, but still the pressure clearly in their favor.
Still just a 6-kill game with how well it feels like Pioneers are playing. So Catalyst doing a good job to somehow trade out where they can. They need to figure out a way to get some shock rifles, some swords, some camos in their favor. Potentially turn a few kills into a few more. Something they haven't been able to do yet here in game 2. They're going to need to figure out a way to do so if they want to come back. Unfortunately, this lead is starting to extend itself as Kyle Groovy, he gets taken down. You do not expect Collect to just play that fast. But that's what Collect does best. He catches you off guard, and speaking of catching a player off guard, able to take down Alex Shock next for the killing spree.
It's the sheer speed of his gameplay that I think is so startling when you watch him play. It's shooting the nades here, too. Just getting mad aggressive on the two players, right? Just hoping for anything in that situation. But I wonder what his sensitivity is, though, right? Because he's just whipping that reticle around. As I say it, yeah, we're going to get a nice little stick here at a Piggy, too. But it's fast. I think that's definitely what we're seeing.
(28-22), so still 6 kills. Very doable. Alex Shock makes it 5. We've seen nothing but successful plays, I feel like, from Pioneers, but for it to be a 6-5 kill game just shows you what we're not seeing in the point of views that we're watching is some success happening on the side of Catalyst to even make this game as close as it is. Unfortunately, like with camo coming up, Catalyst just in no position to really compete against the positions of Pioneers right now. Some kills are going to come through. The camo doesn't get popped, and somehow, some way, Kyle Groovy, he's able to at least make it there. You have to think that's a bit of a blunder from Pioneers. Just activate that camo, especially when you're up in the game. The worst case scenario is you go down and you hand it over. And this is what the worst case scenario looks like. It's an easy kill. Good damage onto a second player. That player's running bottom middle. You can almost guarantee somebody's got to get an angle on him, right?
He got out quick.
You know where he is still, though. You have to. He is able to get the kill, but the stick comes through. A good job by Manny to trade out with the camo player, but a good amount of damage done with that camo. Unfortunately, still a 6-kill lead. So Pioneers showing you they can trade at these disadvantageous positions as well.
Exactly. Even as the camo's picked up, you know, maybe he gets 1 kill, but 2 kills are traded at the same time thanks to Pioneers. Druck now still going ham, by the way. Man's moving quick, make it a double as he'll snap for the 3rd. No way he picks up this kill. Gotta love the use of the cover there, too, just to keep the damage and keep that player back as well. Give him time for Manny to come in and do his thing. Druck with a full map attempt there.
Oh, my God.
And he still has a grapple to keep going early. Oh, it doesn't even matter if he whiffs melees. Jesus. He will still find kills in this situation. Druck clearly not a single fear at all as he gets aggressive here.
Just pumping out damage with the commando as well. Playing so fast that he's just unexpected. He's in positions where Catalyst, you can tell, are like, there's no way he's here. It's because he's playing so fast. They're not used to this pace. They're not used to playing against a player with the caliber of movement like Druck. And Druck, he's behind enemy lines once again. This player hears him with the slide, but with the shock rifle out, you got to be perfect. And unfortunately, just not the case for Catalyst. That's going to do it here on Recharge. It's going to be a 2-0 lead now in our grand finals for the Pioneers. A very comfortable game. It was within striking distance, I would say, the entire time. But Catalyst never found the solution in order to trade efficiently, to cut into that 6-kill deficit. And the closer you see it extend to 50, the harder it's going to become to make it a reality of a comeback. It's one thing to be down by 6 when it's like 11-17. Completely different when it's 41 to... I'm doing live math, 35.
Sure. I mean, either way, like what is clear is the lead is not changed hands, right? Like there were moments where things got closer, and we're giving credit to Catalyst for staying, you know, in the game and keeping it going. But in the end of the day, when we actually look at the POVs of Druck and Collect, I see, you know, people playing in the pocket. Like they're in no way are they shaken. Obviously, they're working together, but they're going for wild stuff. Like Druck is going for off top a plat, trying to cross the entire map with a grapple, which is like you only do that if you know you're going to win this game, no matter what, right? And until that play style changes, then I don't see Catalyst finding their footing here. They need to check them a little bit, force them to change their play style, and start to avoid taking risks. Because right now they're so comfortable that they're just going for style. They're going for risks. So. Rough spot to be in for Catalyst. They got one more game to regain and really give us a show here, Wes. It's CTF Aqua to do it.
Yeah, it's tough. When a team gets this much confidence and gets the momentum going in their favor so far, like they start to like play unnaturally aggressive. I think something that really points, like the best example is when you watch Cloud9 play against Sentinels. And as we get into the action of game 3, I'll make it quick, but Cloud9, when they're steamrolling Sentinels, it's because they're like challenging in manners that like you would never think that they're challenging in. Like this guy's no shield, there's no way he re-chows this angle, and it's like Cloud9 almost disrespectfully plays at times when they're feeling themselves at the highest level. They play disrespectful in a sense.
That's kind of how this game needs to be played, though. To be honest, I think like you want to be disrespectful in the Infinite in the way that you play. That's
but I think something we saw at Kansas City was. You start to catch on to that disrespectful play. You start to expect those reach outs. And if you can punish a couple of them, it can really mess with the mentality and the confidence that that team is playing with, right? All of a sudden, a couple of those that get punished, that's when you swing momentum. That's when you start to gain advantages. And all of a sudden, the players that were overchowing, the players that were maybe taking too many risks, they start to really question if they should be taking risks right now that they've had so much success with. And I think that that's what we're seeing out of Collect right now in the boys is, he's feeling himself so much that until somebody figures out a way to punish him, hits him with the pre-grenades, hits him with the nice reads, he's going to keep doing it. And right now, Pioneers, they got a flag all the way across half map. It's game 3. It's the last game of the finals. If Pioneers are to take this one, they're going to call themselves grand champions. Kyle Groovy, he's able to get a double kill, and another player sneaks into the base, gets a touch on the flag. So
nice.
JK's got an army to try and deal with here as Catalyst get the return, get a counter cap opportunity, and they can shut down these overextenders. They're going to take the lead here in game 3, which will be a massive change in momentum.
Beautiful little turn of events. And I mean, JK, I loved everything he did about those moves there to be so quick on the challenge. Unfortunately, he died in the process, didn't get the kill. So the result of this, Kyle Groovy going to take that flag through base, and the first flag going to go to Catalyst, despite the relentless pressure we saw there out of Pioneers early on. Quick little reversal, and something you hope to see continue out of Catalyst. Precision, look at what they've gained with this too, right? The ball continues rolling. Precision going to work with the thrust and the camo. Unfortunately, will lose it. And now Catalyst hopefully will find their footing before Pioneer starts to get it back.
Yeah, can Catalyst play defense at this time? KuhIect, he's going to get the first. Can't stay alive, though, so a good job to secure that kill. Piggy needs help in your base. A good head on a swivel move to go back. Wait a minute. He doesn't get that first kill. He gets the second, but what you thought was going to be a double there is unfortunately not the case. And because of it, the flag is going to be on the move. The overextender and Alex Shock is already in Pioneer's base, so good position here for him. Not a lot of information, as you can tell. He's kind of hesitant to make a play in an exact spot. He's forced to trade with Druck, and when you get behind enemy lines like that, you can get more than a trade, you would think. But 3 death for Pioneers. The rest of Catalyst get the job done as well, and a great return comes through for them to keep the lead for now.
Just finding ways to disrupt things last second. Catalyst gonna try to make moves off of that little opening too. Precision with a opening kill, make it a second there as he picks up JK. Nice little read in the rotation too. KuhIect in trouble now without the numbers. They drop along with another. So Catalyst finding little answers here. Druck will try to overextend for a 1v1. He won't win. And the late series ice out of Catalyst is very clear here, Wes. Let's see how long they can maintain it.
Absolutely. Great shots by both players. We got an opportunity to showcase there. They're going to take a 2-0 lead here on Aquarius. Still plenty of time for some sort of a comeback, for anything to change really, but so far the early game going heavily in the favor of Catalyst's hands. Can they get this camo is a big question. Unfortunately, Kyle Groovy was the player to acquire it. I'm not sure if he was able to activate it before getting taken down, and now Piggy's got multiple players surrounding him, but no problem for Piggy. It's a double, and immediately, wasting no time, he makes his way to the flag.
Just moving in unison here. Catalyst finding a second win when it matters most, taking a third flag directly through the center of the map. And what a beautiful run this is, as he'll chain some curb slides with it just to make sure that one goes in for a 3-0 in less than 5 minutes here, Wes. What's going on?
It's beautiful from Catalyst. They've been able to start winning some one-on-ones. You're seeing the perfect kills. You're seeing the map presence. Aquarius CTF is a very traditional style of game, and you can tell they feel much more comfortable with the symmetrical style that it's giving them here. Able to keep the enemy in front of them. They know where KuhIect is coming from, but Piggy somehow through the explosions get the triple. Can he get the O? That would have been something special as he gets the flag on the move. Unfortunately, he gets taken down. And Alex Shock can't quite go for the flag because respawners are already up. He's got to figure out a way to just play his life. When you're up 3-0, you're not really focused on trying to press that 4th flag in. More so just be a nuisance. Try and keep map control for your team. Unfortunately, he's eventually taken down. So Pioneers do a good job to come off spawn and what looked like was going to be the potentially 4th cap for Catalyst. Let's see if they're able to use that advantage now to maybe play some objective as their own, as the flag once again across halfway in Manny's hands.
You can just see how consistent everybody is at this point with their slides, right? Like Manny perfectly positioning himself on that jump up ledge to get to the back of the base, collect a flag, and then look how clean that run was, practically untouched as he plants it in for a now 3-1 score. Despite the opening at a Catalyst, I think just as quickly Pioneers could find the reins again in this game, Wes, if Catalyst ease up even slightly.
Yeah, absolutely. This one's far from over. 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Plenty of time on the clock. Oh, no.
Until.
This is not a good strategy from Druck.
You don't know. He's going for a secret spot there. Takes a second to register. So it looks like we are going to put a pause on this one. I don't quite know how much will count for the tally, Wes. Of course, the first 3 flags definitely had a catalyst. I assume the following flag we saw, the counter at least out of Pioneers, would stick for a 3-1, but we'll get the final update once we figure it out. And the man was carrying, I think, like a frenzy into a riot, and at no point did it feel like there was adrenaline affecting him in any way whatsoever. So hopefully these players can follow suit, because it looks like we are in for real this time, and Manny looking to start things out with a hot one as he somehow avoids 2 and stays alive.
Way.
Bottom mid, you're kidding me. Oh, no,
okay, finally taken down. No way he gets out of that one, and looked like for a moment that was going to be the case. A good job by Catalyst to get that taken care of. Taking down Manny with that camo is a very important kill. They actually had a flag on the move as well, but reminder, plenty of time on the clock, but Catalysts are going to have a 2-cap lead. No way to show that in the UI as of right now, but 0-0 for now. Early control, probably in the favor of Catalyst, I would say, but in the blink of an instant, they can be removed, and we've seen that several times today.
One thing that hasn't changed, though, look at the scoreline for Piggy, right? 5-2 to start the game. He was popping off in Aquarius when we last saw him, and it looks like he'll start in the same fashion. Of course, that flag is pulled, though. Doesn't look like it'll get too far at this rate, though. JK and team going to get back to the return immediately. Piggy with another pickup, make it 6, as he's still winning his fights. Last time we saw KuhIect on this map, though, Wes, he dropped, what, 42, 43 kills? So I just feel like it's a matter of time till he finds his footing, and if you don't shut him down early, that could slip out of hand pretty quick.
They're doing a good job of shutting him down. I said that was going to be one of the key things for this team to have success. He's just 1-4-3. Unfortunately, Manny, he's picked up the slang. 6-1-2 right now, and they got a flag on the move as well, so we got to be careful right now. These kills could be big to make this just a 1-flag cap game. 2 players are no shield in the back of the base, but I'm not quite sure if anybody's there to finish them off. 2 players are dead for each side, and KuhIect goes down. That's going to be 2 players from Catalyst trying to hop the return. It's going to be Manny to try and deny it. He gets 1, but 1's not enough. The return's going to come through. That's a big return for Catalyst to keep this at a 2-0 favor in their hands.
Ooh, I was about to say not only that, but a camo pickup as well. Looks like that camo player did die. I'm not sure if he managed to activate it too. So Pioneers coming in with plenty of heat for another flag pull. Time and time again, Catalysts have found ways to defend this, but it just seems like a matter of time till Pioneers find that one flag that breaks through. They have mid-map for now, and KuhIect with the dynamos in the back pocket. You're just waiting for that one moment where he's going to throw them out.
Kyle Groovy. Lost 2 teammates, gets spotted out.
What the?
Unfortunately, the thrust back is not in time to dodge the melee, and that takes him down. That's a flag on the move now for Pioneers. They look to make this a 1-cap game. They catch a couple of the respawners trying to push top pink, and you can guarantee this fight's going to go in after you see those 2 kills. Going to be one player that has something to say about it top pink, but there's no way. And it gets punched in. Pioneers now just down 1 flag. Plenty of time on the board, too.
That was the worry, is just when we jump back into this one, basically a clean slate, despite the fact that it was, 2-0 on the board. When it comes to momentum, when it comes to pace of play, Pioneers can very quickly flip this one around. So 1 flag left to tie things up overall. Piggy's still playing well, though. 10-6 on the board here, looking to keep the damage up as he tries to stay alive. Give his team some time to get aggressive on the red base. Those are the types of nades you'd like to see if you're on Catalyst as well. Druck gonna tag himself up a little bit with that, but his team holding the line mid-map. There's the second nade being put to work and let him win the fight and give his team the opening to get to the cam. Will make it 2 as he looks for a 3rd to clean up. That's a triple. He's back on the nades if he needs them, but at this point, everything's starting to roll for Pioneers.
Yeah, it's so much prioritization on the thrust from some of the best players in the league, and you can tell how Druck uses that thrust so successfully to split difference between the 2 players on Catalyst, gets him out of dodge, gets him a kill, picks up another kill, picks up the thrust from that player's body, and just like recycles the equipment. But there is a power weapon on Aquarius. I'd have to say, like, that thrust, like, I know it's 100%. Not a weapon, but that duelist capability that it just gives you is so big. Nades come through. Thought Manny might be able to deny that return, but fortunately, the last guy alive, Piggy, somehow, some way able to get that return.
Okay.
Unfortunately, every one of his teammates go down, and that's Pioneers in his base. They've got the return themselves. They throw the flag out, bottom middle. And now with everyone on Catalyst stuck in a really tough spot here, they're going to have to get the kills in their base in order to get this return. They do just that.
Yep.
They keep the lead for now, but that was a very sticky situation where Piggy clutched up once again.
12 and 8, by the way. Still staying alive, bottom mid, collect. Oh, he's looking for him, though, right? Just a matter of time till we see this man show what he can do, make it a double. As he'll even the odds here. Center map, looking for another win in this fight, but Alex Shock not going to let him have it. Just continuing to hold the line. Catalyst, of course, still leading by 1 overall in flags here.
Druck stays alive.
What we haven't seen at a Catalyst, though, is any good, concerted flag run. Instead, just defense, I think, throughout. The worry is that how long can they maintain that till Pioneers continue to break through. Kyle Groovy maybe has a different game plan in mind, but he's got no teammates for this.
Yeah, not a lot of success from Catalyst so far in this remake, right? And that's something that worries you if you're rooting for Catalyst to push this a little bit further. 3 members
there we go.
over here to defend the return, so still strong on the defensive end, and because of that, they're going to be able to keep the lead here under 6 minutes, so eventually time will be on your side.
You stuck him.
KuhIect gets a ninja in the kill feed. You wonder what happened there.
It happened
Not
right
quite
in front
sure,
of us, actually. It was the kill right up front. I mean, we didn't get to see how exactly he
Right.
pulled it off, but yeah, just right now, I think when it comes to Pioneers, you look at the slice, they are relentless at this point.
I mean, how many returns have we seen Catalyst get so far in this remake? It's been so many. It's just a matter of time, you think, that Pioneers have. You want to see Catalyst be on the offensive. Push this back to a 2-cap lead. Build something comfortable going into the last 5 minutes. Precision trying to do just that, but he has to trade. Not a trade you want to have with the heat wave and the thrust in your hand, but a good job by Pioneers to flush out him of their base. The rest of Catalyst are pink side of the map, and they're getting removed because JK is apparently just on fire. Not a ton of kills to his name, but that was a big 2.
Just trading blows here. Finally, we see a flag, though, thanks to Piggy. Going in, he'll take it through car side. We'll see how far he gets with it. He's got teammates to help him with the escort, too, but here comes the pressure. 2 dynamos down. Enough to do some damage, but is it enough to keep the flag in play? JK, he's got a perfect opportunity to just rip straight through enemy lines. 3 dead, though. JK last up. They're going to get to that touch, and I love this play at a JK to delay this as long as possible. Gets out of the fight. He is a line of defense. His efforts here would be just to slow the flag long enough to get an overextension, but he's deleted immediately. Piggy still going huge here. He drops a trade for the second kill. I think that gave his team just enough space to plant this one in. That would be 3-1 here for Catalyst. As you say, yeah, they get the cap, but now what?
They pushed in from bridge into their closet. They tried to get the right timing. Unfortunately, they have the timing to eat their grenade. It's predicted by the members of Pioneers, and now a counter cap opportunity that looks very realistic as Druck is all the way at his base. So you made it a 2-cap game. Unfortunately, getting average trying to get back into your closet is exactly how this game gets back to a 1-cap game in Catalyst's favor. Now's time starting to work in their favor, I would say. Maybe not just yet, but when you see 3 minutes on the clock, every single kill starts to add up a little bit. Every single kill resets another timer that potentially works in your favor. So we'll see how Catalyst are able to do. Trades are going to help, but unfortunately it's a 3-1 trade on the side of Pioneers, and you can already see Manny trying to get into the back of the base, block spawns, and potentially get this game-tying flag on the move.
Manny's been moving this game, by the way, too. Every time we watch his POV, he's always looking for that flank into flag. The kill leader, 20 on the board as well for him as well. KuhIect looking to catch up and tie that. He's 18, maybe make it 19 as he does trade with that fight. But once again, the trade's going to continue. Not quite enough to get a guaranteed flag out here. Precision doing what he can to lock down 2. Not going to get it. Just trading blows here, Wes.
Such a great job continuously by Catalyst to somehow get these returns that just seem so difficult. They get the slays so many times, but like we have been talking about the whole time, it feels like it's only a matter of time for things to not go in their way. And this could be it. That was 4 dead. Piggy's coming off respawn. Alex Shock, he's coming off respawn. Piggy, he's spotted out, taking down a no shield. They're all going to be pinks out of the map. Not the most favorable position to be trying caught. And there's going to be a player bottom middle that stops the flag from being run. And that player just made one hell of a play to deny this one. Multiple no shield players right in front of, I believe it was JK there. He's not able to find any of them. I guess it was Druck. And in the meantime, Kyle Groovy has found camo, so this should be another return going through. This looks like a guaranteed cap at one point for Pioneers if they just stay alive and finish that one over extender, but I couldn't tell who it was, but that player made a play. It may have been Alex Shock.
I'm not sure who got to that flag, though.
Not even coming through,
exactly.
Though.
That's going in. That's a tie game.
How?
Thanks to the execution from Pioneers, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. How did that happen, right? Because that flag was just about returned, but somebody touched it. Somebody desperate at out center managed to get the touch to keep it in play, and then the remaining spawners came up and won their fights, and they're still doing that. Druck will pick up another tie game here with 1 minute on the board. Now, the unfortunate reality for this one, Wes, is it's not going to go to OT, based off the game, so we'll have to figure out how that one goes if we get there, but this 1 minute crucial, of course.
Crucial for both team success, and you see Catalyst, they got a flag, they got a pull. Kyle Groovy gets a double, but KuhIect thrusts back, gets the assassination. 3 dead for Catalyst, and they want to end this one here and now. 40 seconds. They're not going to have overtime to work with, like you said. So
yeah,
how do they play this one?
Oh my, JK.
Wait a minute, JK. How is he not spotted?
3 dead.
How is he not being looked at? 25 seconds. You got to get the flag on the move because the pie chart, it's not going to exist this time around. The UI is not going to read.
Oh my.
But this is a game-winning cap. Kills coming through. 12 seconds. Manny's got it on the bridge. Manny's running it in to put a punctuation on the grand finals. Pioneers somehow do it with 5 seconds left. They're able to win game 3 to sweep the grand finals, to sweep the whole tournament. This version of Pioneers looked phenomenal, and you had to think that that was going to be the case with the additions of JK and KuhIect, how well they're playing. But hats off to those boys. Catalyst, they were good but not great, and you can see they need to be a little bit sharper if they want to compete with some of the world's best.